Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to this has to be day number 4. Yes, day number 4, week 9, spring 2024, spring 2025 of our journey together. That's day number 4, week 9, spring 2025 of our journey together, and it's definitely a delight. It's certainly a delight to have each and every one of you here for this evening's classes. Let's begin. All right, my name is Mr. Petit. Today is Thursday, the 6th of May. Sorry, the 6th of March. 2025.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night. We are doing, is that Ariana? Ariana, is that you who's user? If that's you, please type your name in the chat. Ariana. If that's you who is user, type your name in the chat. Let me see. I can't unmute. I know you can't unmute. What is your name? What is Ariana? Okay. Let me go ahead and unmute you all. All right, Ariana, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, good. So today our subject is mathematics. What we're going to be doing today is topic is geometrical constructions part is part what? Part 4? Yeah, part 4. Yesterday was no part 3, eh?
Part 3.
Part 3. Part 3. Because we didn't start this. This wasn't the first thing we started off with last time. Okay.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night. So let's go ahead and do this geometry question. We already know how to bisect angles. We already know how to bisect lines. We already know how to construct a 60-degree angle. We already know how to construct a 90-degree angle. So what we're gonna do here is we're going to figure out like how to construct a triangle using all of those little pieces of information that we figured out, okay? So the first question says, okay, write this down for me, please. It says that the side PQ of the triangle PQR has been drawn below. Use a ruler and a pencil, and a pair of compasses to complete the triangle PQR, with PR being 6 centimeters and QR being 8 centimeters. And so what we have here is we have a situation where they give us, what should I say? They give us the line segment, PQ. And so they give us the line segment PQ. That is what we were given. So you have a question like this. So that we were given the line segment PQ, right? And we have to figure out what PR is. So sorry, no, they told us a PR is 6 centimeters and QR is 8 centimeters. All right. They did PQ. Let's say that PQ is, let's go to PQ is 7 centimeters. So let's say that they give us a line. Our base is 7 centimeters in length. All right. And PR is 6 centimeters and QR is 8 centimeters. Okay. So basically, if we want to draw a triangle, it's going to look something like this, right? Where this is R. Okay. That's basically what we have to do. So PR would be 6 centimeters. Okay. And QR would be 8 centimeters. But we have to do it in such a way whereby this is definitely 8 centimeters for sure, and this is 8 centimeters, and this is 6 centimeters for sure. So we have to do it in such a way, all right? So the first thing that we have to do is we have to measure out, again, like I said, this is 7 centimeters, all right? So the first thing we have to do, we have to measure out 7 centimeters, and we're gonna call that, what shall we call it? We should call that line segment. We can call that line segment PQ, okay? PQ. So let's go ahead and, so I need y'all to write this down. And then we're gonna construct the triangle using these dimensions. PR is 6 centimeters, QR is 8 centimeters, and PQ is 7 centimeters. Class, what is the size or what is the measure of PQ? PQ. Class, what is the size or measure of PQ? What is PQ? Let me get an answer. Class, what is the size of
7
PQ?
centimeters.
7 centimeters, very good. PQ is 7 centimeters. And class, what is the size of PR? PR.
6 centimeters.
Very good, 6 centimeters. And QR is how many centimeters?
8.
8 centimeters, very good. The rest of us are not answering, so let's try this again. Class, what is the size of PQ? PQ.
7 centimeters.
7 centimeters.
7 centimeters, very good. And what is the size of PR? PR.
6 centimeters.
6 centimeters.
6 centimeters. And what is the size of QR?
8 centimeters.
8 centimeters.
8 centimeters, very good, 8 centimeters. Okay, so we have to construct a triangle that follows those dimensions. Okay, that's what we have to do, construct a triangle that follows those dimensions. Let me go ahead and unmute some of you here. Okay,
Excuse me, Mr. Vitti.
go ahead.
In the exam, will they give us like how you have it already drawn for PQ? Will they give it to us like that, or will they make us draw it too?
Yeah, it was already given. So
Okay.
that was given. And not in every case will they draw it, but in this case, they draw it for you. So sometimes they draw it, sometimes they don't. All right.
Yeah.
So that's very important. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna write this down because the reason I'm gonna do this because I'm gonna need that for the other side. So I'm gonna write this down. It says the side PQ of a triangle PQR has been, yes.
I'm done with the question.
You done with the question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, has been drawn below. Use a ruler. Very good. Send me it, let me see if you did it right. Pencil and a pair of compass only. 2. Complete the triangle PQR with PR equals to 6 centimeters and QR is equal to 8 centimeters.
I sent it.
Good. So let's go ahead and what I want us to do is I want us to complete the triangle. So I'm going to use my software. So let's go ahead and move that. So the software I'm going to use is the one we used yesterday. So it's going to be maths.uk. I'm going to put it inside the chat as well because some people might need it. Okay. Okay. So you could use that particular, what should I say? You could use that particular site so you could be able to access it. Okay. My goodness.
Time to draw a masterpiece.
There we go. Time to draw a masterpiece is correct. All right. So we have, they tell us that the bottom is going to be how many centimeters? How many centimeters is the bottom?
7. 7.
7. So we have this drawing right there. Okay. And we have to go here. And if we go to 0, okay, 0 here. This is 0. All right, this is 0. And then this is, it has to be what? All the way to 7 centimeters. and that's 7 centimeters right there. Okay. So that's 7 centimeters. Let me put this a little bit right down. That's 7 centimeters right there. So from 0 to 7, that's 7 centimeters. And so we're gonna draw an arc like that, like this. Okay, and then we have this one here on this side. We draw another arc like this. Okay, good. And so this right here is what? This is P and this is Q. Okay. All right, how many persons have that? Let me know if y'all have the line segment, the PQ. Let me know if y'all have that.
I do.
Let me know if y'all have that. The rest of us, do we have it? Let me know if y'all have it, please. The line
Yes.
segment.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, Mr. Petty,
Mhm.
shouldn't that be QR?
QR. No, 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 no. If you look at the question that they gave us, let me go back to the question.
Okay.
If you go back to the question, they gave us, we didn't have to invent it. They gave us the line PQ. Okay,
Understood.
you see what I'm saying? They gave us the line PQ. So all we need to do is, and plus, when you look at it, we have QR. This is triangle, this is not the angle.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Maybe thinking about an angle, right? So they told us that this is PQ, I'm saying, okay? And so let's go back to this one, and then we're gonna label it 7 centimeters, right? Let's go ahead and label it 7 centimeters. Let me go back here to the share screen thing. What is gonna be the distance of this line?
7 centimeters.
Very good, 7 centimeters. 7 centimeters. Now, based on the question, right? Based on the question, it says that PR, so PR is gonna be equal to what? How many centimeters? Based on the question.
Okay.
PR is going to be 6 centimeters. All right, and based on the question, what is QR gonna be?
Eight.
QR is gonna be what?
8 centimeters.
8 centimeters. All right, so that's the information that we have. We have that PR is going to be 6 centimeters, and we have that QR is going to be equal to 8 centimeters. Okay, that's the information that we have so far. All right, so what does that mean? That means that we know that PR is 6 centimeters. All right, class, what is the size or what is the measure of PR? PR is how many centimeters?
6 centimeters.
6 centimeters.
Yes.
Very good, 6 centimeters. And what is the size of QR?
8 centimeters.
Yes.
8 centimeters, very good. So PR is 6, so what does that mean? That means that we're gonna go to, we're gonna still use our ruler. Please use your ruler and your compass in this case. When you use your ruler, you're gonna go, remember, PR is 6 centimeters, remember that. So that means that we have to go and we have to draw out 6 centimeters. So that's gonna be like that. It's gonna come down here. We're gonna draw out 6 centimeters right there. All right, is that 6 centimeters? Let me know, please. Is that 6?
Yes, sir.
Remember, we start off at
Yes,
0.
sir.
We start off at 0. We
Yes,
start off
sir.
at 0. Again, remember, we start off at 0. We do not start off at 1. All right, we start off at 0. Okay, that's very important. Okay, so now that we have that, now that we have 6 centimeters, what we're gonna do here, I'm going to lock it, right? So let me go ahead and lock it. Can y'all hear me? Let me forget at me.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so let me
Yes,
go ahead
sir.
and lock it. Then I'm going to, I know that this is 6 centimeters. So I'm going to, watch how I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna come here, then I'm gonna go up, and I'm gonna draw what? I'm gonna draw an arc, okay? Now, the reason why I draw an arc is because remember, what shape am I trying to form? What shape am I trying to form?
Triangle.
Triangle.
Triangle, very good. I'm trying to form a triangle. So I'm going to put that up and make that first curve right there. Then I'm going to do what? I'm gonna go to Q. And when I go to Q, I'm just going to do another arc the same way, right? I'm just
Yes,
gonna
sir.
do, I'm just gonna keep the, I'm just gonna keep the lengths the same. You think so? I think I'm gonna keep the lengths the same.
Oh, no, sir. You have to go to 8 centimeters.
Very good. I can't keep the lengths the same. I have to go to what?
8
I
centimeters.
have to go to 8 centimeters. Why must I go to 8 centimeters? Why must I go to 8 centimeters?
Because that's
QR is
how
8.
long the line is for QR.
Very good. That's how long the line is for QR. So that, what does that mean? That means that when we go here, this is going to be, I have to go back here and measure it. And this is going to be 8 centimeters. So let's go. So let me go here and here. I'm gonna need it for 8 centimeters. So 8 centimeters is gonna be, let me put this over. Let's put that right there, and then 8 centimeters. Can I hope this is long enough. Yeah, 8 centimeters is long enough. 8 centimeters is right there, right? That's 8 centimeters, right? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
sir.
We lock it. Then we're gonna go here, put the Q here, put the Q right there, and then we're gonna draw a what? We're gonna draw an
Arch.
arc. Very good. So where they intersect, right? Where they intersect is going to be the point at which we form our triangle. So what that means is that means I'm going to take my ruler. Where's my ruler? There it is. I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to draw a line, right? So I'm going to draw a line, take a ruler, and I'm going to draw a line from here to here. I'm also going to draw a line from, because what shape I'm trying to form again? I'm trying to form a what?
Triangle.
Triangle. So I'm going to draw a line from here to there, all right? And so what does that mean? Let's go ahead and do that.
Hold on, Mr. Casey.
Mhm.
Sorry. For PR, you open up to 6,
For PR, yes,
and then for QR, you open up to 8.
that's correct.
I'm opening the compass to 8.
Yes, the compass, yes.
Okay, thank you.
So then we have to label it. But even before we label it, we have to measure and see what the size is before we go ahead and label. So I shouldn't label at 6 centimeters until I check to see if it's exactly 6 centimeters, and you will be the judge. You're gonna tell me if it's 6 centimeters or not. You have to make sure it's 6 centimeters and you'll be the judge to let me know, okay? So let's go ahead and measure this, okay? All right, so. All right, so let's look at this. What is the size of this? If we start from 0 to here, what is the size of this line?
6 centimeters.
Not just one person talking, please. What is the size of this line?
Oh, so this line is like
What is the size of this line?
6
6.
6 centimeters.
6 centimeters, very good. And let's go again to the next one. That's P, that's PR. So we call this R. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to come here, come here, come here, come here. Okay. Okay. So what we have here is we're going to go here and we're gonna measure it. How long should this be? How
8
long,
centimeters.
how long should this be?
8 centimeters.
8 centimeters. Let's measure it. How many centimeters is this?
8.
8 centimeters. This is 0. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 centimeters. So let's label this. Right. If I label it, it's gonna be what? 8 what? 8 centimeters. Okay. And that's exactly how we draw in our triangle. All right. How many persons did draw their triangle? Let me know if you drew your triangle. Let me know, please.
I did.
You drew your triangle.
I did.
Good. The rest of you, did we draw a triangle? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Still
Jada,
trying.
still drawing.
Drawing.
Still drawing. Anyone completed?
I finished drawing my triangle.
Finish drawing it. Very good. What I need you to do is take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp, Jamal. And the others, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right.
Excuse me, did I just come, so I don't know.
You don't understand what we're doing? Hello, you don't understand what we're doing?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a picture of what you have written and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of what you have written and send it to me via WhatsApp. Let's go ahead and answer these questions. So now we have constructed the you've constructed the triangle ABC, and it's a pretty good triangle. But we have some more questions to ask. All right, we have some more questions to ask. And so let me go ahead and show it to you. So you can see it in light of the question. All right, so let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and stop sharing this and share again. So we have this. All right. Let me put this on the side. All right, good. All right, good. So this right here is going to be our triangle. So we completed it. Again, PR is 6 centimeters and QR is 8 centimeters. All right, anyone have any questions on how I constructed this triangle? Let me know, please, if you have any questions on how I constructed it. Let me know, please. Let me know. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. If you have any questions, let me know, please.
Excuse me,
Uh-huh.
why you draw your line like so long?
What line? The line you're talking about?
And
The what?
the bottom one.
Oh, you mean how I did this and it was the whole thing was long?
Yeah, so
Oh, I just did it because I didn't know how much it was gonna be 6, 7. I just wanted a piece of 7. So that's why I did it that long. All right. I was trying to mimic what they have, but obviously it wasn't perfect. All right. Any other question? Any other questions? All right, so good. So now the next thing that they want us to do is we have another stuff that we want us to. They want us to go ahead and All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Let me see. Stop sharing. Share. Let me see if I could see this. Okay, good. All right, so good. I want to show you all this side. So the next part that they want us to do, I want you all to write this down for me. And this is what we're gonna be doing. So we already draw the triangle. Okay, we already did that. And that was pretty good. But they want us to do these parts. Let me put this on this side so you can see it. Go ahead, Antoine, read the things that they want us to do to this particular triangle.
Bisect the side PQ.
Mhm.
Bisect the angle PQR. Label the point A where the bisector meets. Measure and write down the length of AP. Measure and write down the size of angle PRQ. What type of triangle is PQR?
Very good. And go ahead. Tania, are you there? Where's Tania? Tania, can you hear me? Tayden, can you hear me? Where's Tayden?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and read the instructions for me.
Mean I to VR.
Yes.
Bisect the side PQ. Bisect the angle PQR. Label the point A where the bisectors meet. Measure and write down the length of AP. Measure and write down the size of angle PRQ. What type of triangle is PQR?
Very good. So what do they want us to do in this case? They want us to bisect the side what? Bisect the side what?
PQ.
PQ. Very good. Do you all have this written down? Yes or no? Let me know if you all have this written.
No, sir.
No?
But I have to have exact change.
All right.
Can you explain this again? I just came to class.
What, you mean the triangle?
Yes, sir.
We just go into we literally on the second one. I'm gonna explain it again. But they want us to bisect PQ. So this is PQ, and how can we bisect it? What does bisect mean?
Cut in half.
To cut in half. Very good. So what side are we gonna cut in half? Do they want us to cut an angle in half or a side in half first?
PQ.
The side
The side. What's the name of the side?
PQ.
PQ. Very good. So you have to cut the side PQ in half. So that means that we have to bisect it. Okay. Let's go ahead and bisect this side. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to our. Y'all remember how to bisect the line?
Like putting the line in the middle.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah. So let's go back here. We have to bisect the side PQ. So let's go back here. Let me go.
Excuse me, Mr. Patik, may I use the restroom?
Yes, you can quickly. So let's go back and whatever happened to my screen? Okay, let's go back here. We have the construction. So let's go back here. So they want us to bisect. For those of you who have the instructions on your thing, they want us to bisect which side? The side what? The side what?
PQ.
PQ. All right. Someone walk me through how I'm going to bisect this. How am I going to bisect this this line? Walk me through it. What am I gonna do? Anyone could walk me through how am I gonna bisect? How am I gonna bisect it? Go ahead. How am I gonna bisect PQ?
The first, the first step is to place the needle on P. Then place the pencil on
Okay,
Q.
Jada, I don't want you to respond. I want someone else to respond. Aiden Bean, how I'm going to bisect PQ? Aiden Bean.
PQ.
Yeah, how am I gonna bisect PQ? I can't. Say it again.
Draw two X bottom and the top.
You're speaking to the mic. Say it again.
Draw two of the axes at the bottom and the top of it, and then you connect with a line.
2 axes? What do you mean by 2 axes?
Like arcs that you did for
Okay,
R.
okay. Okay, how big should my arc be? So should my arc be, where should I put my arc? Should I put my arc here?
No, so
Should I put
about
it,
like halfway.
should I put it, class, should it be half of it? What should it be? For
Yes, sir.
bisecting a line,
Yes, sir.
you remember? It could
Oh, no,
be
sir. It should be 75%.
75% of the way, right? I don't have enough space for that because this thing is small, so I'm gonna do it about here because I want all of it to fit. So let's do 50% of the way. So I'm gonna draw an arc, right, Aiden? Right? I'm gonna draw an arc this way. Good. And then what else I'm gonna do?
We're gonna go to Q and
Mhm.
our next arc. The
Draw
same,
next arc. Okay. Good. All right. So class, what is the problem with this? What did I do wrong? What is the problem? What did I do wrong?
wrong length.
Say it again.
Put it at the wrong length.
That's the wrong. So it's too small, right?
So,
So I need to extend my compass a little bit more, right?
yeah,
So let's do that. So that's the problem. So let's do it. Let's do about 60% instead of 50 to make it a little longer. Like I said last class, 75% of the way is perfect. Let's do this. Okay. So you're gonna draw the arc like that. Right. It's gonna be my first arc. Okay. Hopefully this one is not too big. We're gonna come back on this side and we're gonna draw another arc like this. And that is too much. So let me do it again. Because of my screen is too small. So let me go here and make my arc a little bit smaller. Okay, so let's shorten it a bit. Right, yeah, I think this is a sweet spot. So let's go for the bliss point. Let's do that, and then we come back here. We keep the graph the same. We keep the this is right now. We keep the width of the curve the same, so it's like this. And voila, perfect, right? Good. Now what are we gonna do at this point, Aiden?
we're gonna connect the two axes that you made.
We're going to what?
Connect the two axes that you made.
Very good. I'm gonna connect it. So I'm gonna draw a line, right? So I'm gonna draw a line. So it's gonna go right there. So this line is going to be right there and right there. Put this over.
That's not straight.
No, we straighten it now. Good. It's over. Good. All right, so let's draw the arc now. Not sorry, the line now. So it's gonna be right through the middle. And there we go. And voila. All right, so class, what do we call this line right here that's in the middle? What do we call that line?
The bisector.
We call it the
Bisector.
bisector. All right, class, how many persons drawing look similar to mine? Let me know if your drawings look like mine.
It's getting there.
I using my
Almost there,
phone.
almost there.
Almost there.
Almost.
Say it again.
Can you send a link for a mass power, please?
Okay, no problem. Let me do that. So those persons who still need the link. Class, I asked a question. How does your graph look? Does it look like mine, or how does it look? Is it okay? How does the graph look?
I don't want to talk about it, Mr. Petit.
You don't want to talk about it?
Say, girl. I'll
How
send a
does
picture.
how does your drawing look? How does it look?
Okay.
Say it again. How many persons want look just like mine? Like you got it exactly like mine? Anyone got it like mine? Shanair, how does your one look?
Mine look good.
Yours look good? Shanair, how does yours look?
It looks good.
Mhm. Okay, so what did I do to this line? The line PQ, what did I do to it? What did I do to the line PQ? Class,
Bisected.
I bisected. What does bisect means?
Like put
To do what?
To split in two.
To cut in half or to split in two, very good. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're gonna take this image and we're gonna go back to the rest of our questions. And we're gonna see what else we have to do with this. So let's go here and here. We gotta see what else we have to do to this picture. So, okay, go ahead, Crimson. Read read from I2 to B. Go ahead, Crimson.
Mr. Fatigue, nothing showing.
Nothing showing? Okay. Thank you. How about now? How about now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go ahead, Crimson. Is Crimson now? Can I from Crimson? Any volunteers want to read? Who wants to read?
Cleveland.
Go ahead, Cleveland. Read from I to B.
I to V.
I to V.
Yes, sir. I. But
Bisect.
bisect the side PQ. 3I. Bisect the angle PQR. 4I. Label the point A where the bisectors meet. 5I, or just V. Measure the right down on the length of AP. VI. Measure the right down the size of angle PRQ. B. E. What type of triangle is PQR?
Okay, good. Good.
Answer.
So thank you. All right, so let's go ahead. So what have we done so far? We've already done what? We've already completed the triangle, right? And we've already bisected the side. So what's next for us to do? You have to bisect the what?
bisect the PQR.
Bisect PQR. All right, so we have to bisect. And PQR is an angle or a side? PQR is an angle or a side? Is PQR angle or a side, class?
Angle.
It's an angle.
An angle.
An angle. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and bisect PQR. So
Question. Is it an acute angle?
PQR. We have to
Yes,
measure.
sir.
We have to measure it and see. Yes, it is. It is just by looking at it, you could determine that. So let's go back to our drawing. Okay. All right. So PQR. So we have to bisect that angle. How are we going to bisect that angle? Let's go here. I'm going to use a blue to bisect it. Okay. So in order for me to bisect it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here and I'm going to just, I'm going to come here and I'm going to draw an arc, right? But I don't think I'm going to draw it exactly the same distance. I'm going to make it a little smaller. So let's do it right now. Let's do it right in the middle. If it could tolerate my middle. Good. No, go over. There we go. So I'm gonna lock this in. Then I'm going to draw a what? I'm going to draw an arc. Okay. Draw an arc. I don't want my arc to be like that. I don't need it to be all that long. Just a simple arc. Above and below. Okay. Above and below. All right, after I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here at this particular point right here. I'm going to come here and then I'm going to draw another arc. So I'm going to come here at this particular point and I'm going to draw another arc. So the arc is going to be right here. Oh, this is an interior arc. Okay, it's going to be right in the middle there. Okay. Yes, go ahead.
Go back to the notes so I can take a screenshot of it, please, or keep the class and then.
Yes, this is the first one.
Okay,
This is the first one. This is the drawing we've been on from the beginning. We haven't changed this. This is the first drawing. Okay. So after I already did this, I'm gonna go back up here to this side, and I'm gonna draw another what? Another arc. Very good. I'm gonna draw another arc. Good. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm going to take my ruler, right? And I'm gonna draw a line, and this line is going to cut this intersection in the middle. So that means that we're gonna draw a line and it's gonna cut it right in the middle. So it's gonna be right through here. I'm gonna cut it right in the middle. All right. And so let's just go ahead and draw it.
Connecting it by the Q vertex.
Say it again.
You're connecting it by Q.
By what?
Q, right in between the Q.
Right in between what?
Q.
Q. Yes, right in between Q. That's correct. Okay. Good. And so this is how we bisect it. So the blue one is bisecting it. What did we do here? I draw an arc. Okay. The first thing I did, I drew an arc. And then I came to this point and I drew another arc, the interior arc. Then I came right here and I drew another arc. And then guess what I did? What I did was I went and I drew a line in the middle. All right. Do you all understand what I'm doing or not? No, you're all very quiet.
Yes, sir.
Not at all.
My triangle ain't even finished yet.
Who said not at all? Laura? Sure that. Okay. Okay. All right. So all I did was, sure, Taylor? Where's Taylor?
Yes, sir.
Which part did you stop understanding what I was doing? At which point?
After the red lines, because I was trying to navigate the app to draw it, but I using my phone, so it ain't really working out.
You have why don't you use your book? You're making it much more easier.
Because I didn't bring my geometry set.
You do it by hand, just free draw it.
Okay.
Yeah, just draw a sketch instead of, because the app is
That's
hard.
illegal.
The app is hard. All right. Yeah, the app is difficult. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're going to draw the arc here. And we have a point here. Then we put an arc here. And then we have the point here, and we put an arc there. Then after that, we draw a line in the middle. Once we draw that line in the middle, that line is the bisector. Okay. Okay, so after we done that, let's go back to our graph and see what they want us to do with that. Okay, so let's go there. So let's go back to our graph. Let me go back to our graph. Let's see what they say. What else we have to do. All right, so we have this. Okay, good. Read the third one. A layer labeled.
Label the point A where the bisectors meet.
Continue.
Measure and write down the length of AP. Measure and write down the size of angle PRQ. Right, what type of triangle is PQR?
Very good. So what we have to do here is we have to, so far all we have done, we bisected the side PQ, we bisected the side PQR. So far all we have done. Now we have to label the point A where the bisectors meet. Okay, we have to label that point A. All right, and so let's go ahead and do that. So the point A is going to be where the bisectors meet. Label the point. So the bisectors are going to meet where? Right here, right? Where the red line and the blue line intersects. You all understand what I'm saying? Where the red line and the blue line intersects. This is the point where the bisectors meet. And what are we going to label that? According to your question, what they say we're going to label this point as?
A.
We're going to label it what?
A.
We're going to label it A. Very good. We're going to label it A. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So let me move this, stop sharing, start sharing again. Okay. So what we have to do is we have to label this point A. So I'm gonna call this point where they meet. I'm gonna call this A. So come here, we're gonna call this point. We're gonna call this point. Let's see if it actually shades in. All right, come on, don't be let that shade in, please. Okay. We're gonna call this point what? A. Okay. So we already labeled that A, and what do they want? They want us to, after we already label that A, let's see what else they want. So point A is going to be the point where the two bisectors meet. Do you all understand that? Let me know, class. If you understand where point A is, where the two bisectors meet. Let me know, please.
I understand.
I understand.
Okay. So that's where point A is, where the red line and the blue line intersect. Okay. Next, let's go back here. What we need to do is we need to, after we already label that, they said measure and write down the length of AP. Measure and write down the size of angle PRO. Excuse me. Now AP, so that's, you have to measure and write down that length. Okay. So let's go back here. AP. So we have to take our ruler and we're gonna draw the line. We're gonna figure out what is the distance between AP. The distance between AP. Now you could go inside your own graph and figure out the distance. What do y'all get for the distance? This is going to be,
I got 3.5
3.5
centimeters.
flat.
Yes, sir.
Oh wow, how you got 3.5? I got 3.5, 6, 7, 8. 3.8 or 3.9, one of them. Let me straighten this.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Mr. Petit. You're correct. Let me see again.
Let's look. This is 3.5,
Look like
3.6,
3.8.
3.8, yeah, 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, 3.8. It is 3.8, actually. It is exactly
Yeah.
3.8. 3.8 is what I got. What did y'all get?
You're right.
I got 3.8. Anyone else got 3.8 or you got close to it? Let me know, please.
I got 5 flat.
Say it again.
4 centimeters. I got 3 flat.
I get 4 flat.
You got 4 flat?
That's
Okay.
all.
Yeah. So the answer is 3.8, 3.9, or 3.7. If you get 4, that's too much. If you get 3.5, that's too little. Accepted answers are 3.8, 3.9, or 3.7. Okay. So it's going to be 3.8. So that's what we're going to put on this side. So the distance is going to be, let's go here. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. Let's go. Stop sharing. Share again. The distance here is going to be what? 3.8. 3.8 centimeters. All right. All right, now measure and write down the size of angle PRO. PRQ. PRQ. Now when they say PRQ, they mean the one that's in the middle, right? Right, class? They mean the one that's in the middle. PRQ, the one in the middle. So the one that's in the middle is going to be this angle right here. Angle R. Okay. And so we have to measure that using the protractor. Okay. So let's go ahead and measure that. So it's going to be this one. Let me put a measurement on that. So let's go ahead and measure that. Measure angle PRO. PRQ rather. So let's go ahead and measure it. So I'm going to use a protractor. I'm going to put this on this side. Once I have the protractor up here, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over to this side. And it's going to be, I'm going to start here. So this is 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Oh, it's, okay, this is 50. This is 55, 56, 57. I got 58. I got 58. I don't know what y'all got. But can y'all see how it's 58? What you got? What y'all got? When y'all measured yours? I got 58.
59.
59. Okay. So let's go again. This is 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This is 50. 55, 56, 57, 58. 58. This is 58. Okay. 58. So that means that this angle here, let's say this angle, it's gonna be 58 degrees.
Mr. Petit, I think my pencil needs to sharpen.
Okay, okay.
That's the pencil, the
Uh-huh.
the marking for the pencil is so big it take up a whole centimeter.
Oh, yes, that's very important. Use a sharpened pencil. It's very important, for true. You're doing geometry. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's all we need to do for this particular one. So let's go back to our slide, and then we can finish the last question. So if we go back here, I'm gonna put this right here, put this on the side. So what we have? We have measure and write down the size of angle PQ, PRQ. What did we get for that one? We got what? 58 degrees. And finally, what type of triangle is PQR? What type of triangle is PQR?
Scalene.
Oh, I would have said isosceles.
Isosceles, scalene. Anyone else?
Yeah, 3 different measurements.
What type of triangle is this? What type?
I forget what a name.
We get what a name?
Scalene. I think that's what it is.
Scalene. Anyone else want to try? What type of triangle is this?
Isosceles.
Isosceles. Okay. So which one is it? Is it isosceles? Is it scalene? Is it equilateral? What y'all think?
Isosceles.
It's definitely not equilateral.
It's a scaling.
It's a
Scalene.
scalene. I think so.
Definitely
Scalene, isosceles, or equilateral. All right, put I inside the chat if you think it's isosceles. Put
scalene.
S if you think it's scalene. Put E if you think it's equilateral. So I for isosceles, S for scalene, and E for equilateral. What type of triangle is this? Again, put I for isosceles, E for equilateral, S for scalene. What type of triangle is this that we have? What type? Let me see what y'all have. Okay. Someone put I/S. Okay. Mixed views. No one put E. Oh, Jasmine put E. Okay. All right. So it's actually it's actually a scalene triangle. All right. If you put scalene, you are absolutely correct. How many persons said scalene? Let me hear you.
I did.
Said
I
scalene.
did.
I did.
Alone. I said
Yeah.
two.
I did.
Finally, I'm right.
Miss T, that was actually joking around with the whole isosceles things. I very much so knew it was scaling that entire
Yeah,
time.
yeah, I knew. You know, it happens. Antoine, with the I for.
The I stands for I'm not sure.
That's just deoxygenated.
The oxygenate. Yeah, I know. That's true. That's true. All right. Do y'all like the graphing thing, or y'all don't like the geometry stuff?
I like it.
You like it?
No.
No.
I was wrong.
No. All right. Take a picture. How many persons
No.
have this drawn? Take a picture of this and send to me, babe. What's up? Again, take a
Excuse
picture of
me,
this.
Mr.
Send to me.
Badi.
Yes. Go ahead.
What's the blue lines for?
The blue line is where I drew the. You see where they say, bisect the angle PQR.
Yes, sir.
That's what I did. The first thing I do, I drew an arc. Then I came here and I drew another arc. And I came here and I drew another arc. And I put one in the middle. That is me bisecting the angle PQR, cutting it in half. All right.
Yes.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. I'm gonna have to leave for now. I'll be right back.
No problem. Okay, good. All right. Good. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp, please. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. And let's move right along from this. Can I move the slide yet? Let me know, please. If I can move the slide. Can I move the slides yet? Let me know, please, if I can move it. Is anyone still writing this?
No, sir.
No? No?
Also.
No?
Yeah.
Who said yes? Still writing? Okay. All right. So let's move on from this to this one. I think we're just gonna continue from this. to this question, it's gonna be number 7. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna transition to another question. It's not geometrical constructions. This one is on comparing these two decimals and percentages. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so go ahead, Amia, read the question for me, please.
Place a greater than, less than, or equal to sign in the box to make a true statement. P 0.06, 60%.
Very good. So let me ask you a question. Are these two equal?
No, sir.
Is one greater than the other?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so either equal or one greater than the other. What y'all think?
60% is greater.
You think 60% is greater?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's Jervin. Anyone else? What y'all think?
Yes, sir. Greater.
Yeah, so
60 is greater.
60% is great.
60% is greater?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How do you know that?
Because 0.06 is in the negative right now.
That's 6%.
6%?
Yes, sir.
How could we what should I say? How could we compare them? What we need to do?
60 is a whole number.
No, 60, it stops in the 10th place. And just I don't know how you go from 10
Which one is bigger?
60.
I think they're equal.
60%.
60% bigger.
So you're saying 60% is bigger?
Yes, sir.
Really?
The 0.06 represents 6%. The 6 in the ones place, if I'm not mistaken, so that represents, I can't explain it too well, but I
Okay.
know that means 6%.
Okay, so you're saying that 0.06 is 6%.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyone else want to try? Say it again.
Multiply the 0.06 by 100.
Multiply the
0.06 by 100.
Why would I do that? What's the reason?
Because percentage is out of 100.
So.
And so if you multiply it by 100, it'll be 6, giving you 6%.
Very good. Very good point. So let's go here. So, you know what? What is 60%?
60% of 100?
0.60.
0.60, very good. So the easiest thing to do here, in my opinion, is to take the 0.06. So I'm gonna take the 0.06 and I'm gonna convert it into a what?
Percentage?
Convert into a percentage. How do I convert this decimal into percentage? Multiplying it by what?
100.
100, very good. Now, whenever you multiply a number by 100, what you're gonna do? You're gonna move it how many times?
Twice.
Twice, so 1 and 2. And so that's gonna be what? When you move it over twice, right? Boom, boom, it's gonna be what? Just
6.
Just 6. So that means that 0.06 is actually how much percentage?
6.
6%. Okay, so 6%. And since it's 6%, which one is bigger? 6% or 60%?
60%.
60%. So the answer here is greater than.
I was right.
Greater than. Very good. Anyone else got this? Let me know, please, if y'all understand how we got this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The rest of us, do you understand how we got this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Karen, you understand? Karen Johnson, you understand how I got this? That's Karen Johnson.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead, Alea.
can you re-explain this? I had to get away from my computer.
Okay, so Alea, if you have to move, you have to ask me in order for you to move. You can't just disappear. And now
It
I have
was
to
an emergency.
Alea, let me say it again. If you have to leave, you have to let me know before you go. You can't just disappear. Now I have to explain this to you again. So what we did here is we multiply the 0.06 by 100. And the reason why we did this is because we want to change the 0.06, which is in decimal form. We want to change it into a percentage form. So we're going to move it over twice, 1, 2, because we multiply it by 100. And so 0.06 multiplied by 100 is what? What is it?
6.
6, because we moved the decimal point over. It's just going to be 6. And so that means that 0.06 as a percentage is what?
6%.
6%. So 6% versus 60%, which one is higher?
60%.
That's how we got our answer. Class, do y'all understand how I got this or no? I don't know if y'all understand.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
The rest of us, do we
Yes, sir.
understand this? Let me know, please, if y'all understand this.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I'm only hearing from like 2 people: Rashid Wilson,
Yes, sir.
Ran Rodrigo.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do y'all understand how I got this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So let's do another one. Let's do another one. So let's say, in fact, let me move this and put this on another side so we could have space for the other one. So we said that we take 0.06, we multiply it by 100. We multiply it by 100, it becomes what? 6. This is what? 6%. Okay, 6%. And we know that because we could take this and send it over twice. So this is 1, 2. So it's just 6. So it's going to be greater than. Next, let's go ahead and do another one. So let's say we have, let's call this one C. Okay, so if we have this one, which says that 0.5, if we have this one, what is, are they greater than, equal to, less than, what is this? How we gonna
Equal.
think they're equal? Anyone else want to
Yes,
try?
sir. It's equal
Think they're equal? Why would you say that they're equal?
because
5 squared is 25.
power of 2.
5, is this 5 squared?
0.5 squared is 0.25.
Okay. Anyone else want to try? They're saying that it's equal. Anyone else want to try?
It's equal.
I think it's equal. Okay.
It's
What is 0.5 squared? Like, how do we represent that? That's
5
gonna
times
be.
5.
Is it 5 times 5?
0.5.
Is it 5 times 5?
0.5 times 5.
No, sir.
0.5 times 5?
0
Times 0.5.
Say it again. That's gonna be equal to.
0.5 times 0.
Times 0.5.
Very good. 0.5. Right? 0.5 multiplied by itself, right? Multiplied by 0.5. Okay, so 0.5 multiplied by 0.5. Now, 0.5 multiplied by 0.5, what is that? We have to multiply it out, right? So let's check.
0.25.
0.5 multiplied by 0.5.
Equal.
Okay. What is 5 times 5?
25.
25.
Put the 5 down, put the 2 up. What is 5 times 0?
0.
Plus 2 is what?
2.
2. Put the 0 down. What is 0 times 5? 0. What is 0 times 0?
0.
0. Very good. We add. 5 plus 0 is what?
0.
5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 0 is what?
2.
2. And 0 plus 0 is?
0.
0. How many numbers are behind a decimal point?
2.
2 numbers are behind a decimal point. So since there are 2 numbers behind a decimal point, we're gonna move it over twice. So it's gonna be what? 1, 2.
2.
So it's gonna be right here. So I have 0.5 times 0.5. That's equal to 0.25. 0.
So it's equal.
0.25. And so what does that tell you about the two quantities? They are what?
They're equal.
They're equal. Very good. They're equal. Class, do you all understand how I got that? Let me know if you understand how I got that.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I
sir.
understand.
Let me know, please, if you all understand.
Yes, sir.
Here's your message.
Yes, D'Angelo.
I made up this join the class after my charger and charging properly if you want that.
Okay. Antoine, Carmelo, Ajani, Aiden Gray. Do you all understand this?
I do.
Okay.
Mr. Bati,
Go ahead, Zion.
you could do another one, please.
Of what? Which one? The first one or the second one?
All two.
Do you understand any one of them?
I understand the last one.
You don't understand how I got this one?
Not really.
Okay, so basically you have 0.06. And the question is that greater than or equal to 60%? Okay. Now, what we have to do is we have to take 0.06 and we have to convert it into a percentage. And how do we take 0.6 and convert it into percentage? You have to do what? Zion, we have to multiply it by what?
100.
Multiply by 100. Now, when we multiply by 100, that means we're going to take this decimal point and move it over twice. 1, 2. That's how we multiply by 100. And it gives us 6. So 0.06 is actually how much percent?
6%.
6%.
Very good. But 6% versus 60%, which one is greater?
60%.
60%.
60%. Very good. Therefore, 60% is greater. This is bigger. That makes sense?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Okay, good. Good. All right. Do y'all have this written down? Let me know, please, because I have to move on. Do y'all have
Yes,
this
sir.
written down?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp, please. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Zion Davis, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Explain how we got 0.5 squared is equal to 0.25. Explain that.
You multiply 0.5 times 0.5 and you get 0.24.
Very good. What that form means is equal. And Y Smith, have you sent in your notes as yet? Y Smith?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, and Xavier, have you sent in your notes?
No, sir,
Xavier?
I'm not finished.
Not
No, sir,
finished.
I'm not finished.
But you understand how we got this so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Waterfall, have you sent in your work?
No, sir, not as yet.
Okay. Do you understand how we got these two answers?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Valea Miller, where's Valea Miller? Valea? I can't hear from Valea. I can never hear from Valea. I don't understand this. And Ariana? Where's Ariana? Ariana, can you hear me? And Trayvon, have you finished with this yet? Trayvon Cambridge, where's Trayvon? Trayvon, can you hear me? I can't if I'm Trayvon. And Tarika Curtis. Tarika, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Have you sent in your workers yet?
Are you still writing?
Okay. You mean this one that I have on the screen? You're still writing this down?
Yes, sir. I have a screenshot of it.
Okay, you have a screenshot. You understand how I got this or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right, good. So perfect. So let's move on from this. All right, so we have this question, number 8. I think we have done questions like these before, this particular one. But let's see if you all still remember. So go ahead. Tavari Mushroof, what number you on? I'm sorry, read the question.
All right. A man borrowed 10,000 from the bank for 3 years at 12% per annum. Wait, I read it right? Okay, that's fine. Can calculate the interest he is charged.
Good. All right. Okay. So how do we do this? This is simple interest. Anyone remember the formula for simple interest? They
P
say
times R times T.
very
Principal
good.
times 3 times time.
Very good. So simple interest is going to be equal to the principal times the what? Times the rate.
Rate.
Times rate.
Times the what? The what?
Times time.
Times time. Very good. All over what? All over?
1,000.
Not 1,000.
100.
100. 100. Very good. All over 100. Okay. What does the P stands for?
Principal.
The P stands for principal. Very good. So the P stands for principal. What is the principal in this case? The principal is, what is the principal? Right.
10,000.
10,000. Very good. The principal is 10,000. Good. What is the rate?
12%.
12%.
12%. Very good. And what is the time?
3 years.
3 years.
Time is always measured in
Yes.
Years.
Yes. Very good. So the simple interest, right? It's going to be equal to, what's the principal? The principal is what? 10,000. Okay. What is the rate? The rate is what?
12%.
12%. And what is the time?
3 years.
3 years. Very good. All over?
100.
All over 100. Very good. Good. So what we're going to do in this case, we're going to cancel out the what?
Common 0.
The 0. So this 0 cancel out with what? That
The
0.
value 0.
And what else? This 0 cancel out with
Cancel
what?
out with the other 0.
That 0. Very good. So that means that for simple interest, we're going to have what? Simple interest. It's going to be equal to what? 100
100 times 12 times 3x.
Multiplying by 12. Multiplied by what?
3x.
By 3, all over what?
1.
All over 1. Very good. What is 12 times 100?
1200.
12 times 100 is what?
1,200.
1,200. Yeah, 1,200. Times what?
3.
Times 3.
3 years.
1,600.
Times 3. Yeah. And so the simple,
3,600.
so the simple interest. Let me go ahead and multiply it all. So once for simple, for those who don't understand how we got it, 12 times 100. We say 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 1 is 2. Put the 0 down. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 1 is 1. 0. 0. 2. And 1. And so it's going to be 1,200. Next, we have 1,200 times 3. So 1,200 times 3. And what is 1,200 times 3? That's going to be what?
3,600.
Say it again.
3,600.
3,600. 3 times 0 is what? 0. 3 times 0 is what?
0.
0. 3 times 2 is what?
6.
6.
6. 3 times 2 is 6. And 3 times 1 is what?
3.
3. Very good. So the answer is what? 3,000 what?
600.
600. So this is going to be equal to 3,000 what? 600. So 3,600 is going to be our answer. So what is the interest charge? What is the interest charge on this one?
$3,600 in interest.
Very good. $3,600 in interest. Okay. Any questions on how I got that? Let me know, please.
No.
No. Do y'all understand this? Let me know, please, if y'all understand this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Good.
Yes, sir.
All right. Shavette Harris, do you understand how I got this? Shavette?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and Chanel Jones, where's Chanel Jones? Do you understand how I got this, Chanel? Chanel,
Yes, sir.
do you understand how I got, do you understand how I got this?
Yes, sir.
Explain how I got this, please.
First, you did the formula. Then you put 10,000, 12, but 10,000 times 12 times 3 over 100. You cancel out 2 zeros from the 100 and the 10,000 to make 100. So it's 100 times 12 times 3 over 1. Then you did 12,000 times 3, then you get 3,600.
Very good. Very good. So the answer is 3,600. Take a picture of that and send it to me, please, via WhatsApp. Class, have you already sent this before I move on to the next one? Let me know, please. Have you already sent this before I move on to the next one? Let me know, please, if you already sent this.
If we already sent it to you or have it written down?
Send it to me on WhatsApp. If you already sent it to me. Okay, so let's move on from this.
Please, Mr. B.
Mm-hmm.
I used to bash quickly,
Yes, you can. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now the next question is, we want to figure out the total amount of the loan. Okay, so let's go ahead and figure what is the total amount of the loan. So the next question is B. want to figure out the total amount of the loan. Okay. So if you want to figure out the total amount of the loan, what will we do? So we already know what is the interest charge. Class, what is the amount of interest that is charged?
3,600.
3,600. But now I want the amount of interest. Sorry, the total amount of the loan. How am I going to get the total amount of the loan? What am I going to do?
Principal plus interest.
That's what I have to do.
Principal plus interest.
Yeah, so what I have to do, what numbers I have to add?
10,000 plus 3,600.
Very good. So I have to add the principal. And we know the principal is what? We said that the principal is 10,000. That's the amount that was borrowed. Okay. And then the simple interest is going to be what? 3,600. That is the amount that was that is accumulated because of the borrowing, because of the loan. Okay. So the answer is going to be 13,600. All right. Rodrigo, do you understand this? Rodrigo rule?
Yes, sir.
Explain how I got 13,600. What did I do?
So you added so you added 10,000 plus 3,600, and you got 13,600.
Okay, so why did I use 10,000? Where did 10,000 come from? Rodrigo, why did I use 10,000? Rodrigo, why did I use 10,000? I can't hear from Rodrigo. Rodrigo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Why did I use 10,000? Where did 10,000? Where did the 10,000 come from? Do you know, Rodrigo?
Sorry, my background is a little noisy.
Oh, okay. So let me ask, Rihanna, where did I get the 10,000 from?
You got the 10,000 because my borrowed $10,000 from the bank for
Very
2
good.
years.
Very good. So the 10,000 is what we call the principal, right? That makes sense? Rihanna?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Good. Perfect. Okay. Ren, do you understand this? Ren? Ren, do you understand this? Where's Ren?
Yes, sir.
Good. The rest of us, do we have this written down before I move on to the next part? Let me know if you all have this written down, please.
Yes,
Not
sir.
yet.
No,
Yes,
y'all.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, good. Stop here. Okay, good. This next one is very easy. I don't think we need to spend much time on this one. It says that they want us to find the sum of 6,049 and 7,000. Okay. So it's a pretty easy question. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this one. Number 8. Number 9, sorry. Go ahead, Rashad Sinclair. Read this question, please. Number 9.
Find the sum of 3,000. The type of, okay. Find the sum of 3,649 and 7,000.
Read it again, please.
Find the sum of 3,649 and 7,000.
Very good. What's the key word there?
Sum.
Sum.
Sum. So what y'all get for this one when y'all added them?
10,649.
Say it again.
10,649.
10,649. Good. Let me see.
Same.
The same thing. So the key
Yes,
word
sir.
here is sum. Sum just means that you're gonna add them, so we don't spend too much time on this one. All I did was I just add 9 plus 0 is 9, 4 plus 0 is 4, 6 plus 0 is 6, and 3 plus 7 is 10. So it's just 10,649. That one is not difficult at all. Let's move on from this. DeAngelo, Jaden. All right, next. Let's move on from this, and we have the next one. The next question, you need to draw a table. Okay, draw a table, and we have to go ahead and answer this question. So it says here, Tania, can you hear me? Where's Tania? I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if Tania could hear me. Ronaldo King, where's Ronaldo? Ronaldo King?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Read the question for me.
The table shows the scores of a group of students on a test. Number of students and then score. State the model score.
Not modal.
Model, sorry.
Very good. Modal. Class, what do you mean by modal?
The average.
The mode.
The mode.
But what is the? Someone said the average, right?
Yes, sir.
So the mode is the average?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, sir.
Oh, so
Okay.
That's the
Mode.
the mode is the number that shows up the most.
The mode.
yeah. The mode is the number that you see the most.
The mode is the number that you see the most?
Yes, sir. The most recurring number.
Yes, sir.
Another mode.
Okay. We didn't ask for the average, we asked for the mode. So the mode is going to be, let me write this down for those persons who don't know. Right? Let me put this in. So it's the most, we say it's the most popular value in the data set. So mode is the most what? The most popular value in the data set. Okay, that's what the mode is. The mode is the most popular value in the data set. It is the number that occurs the most. So when they say they want the mode, right? You have to find which one appears the most. So what would be the mode in this case? What would y'all put for the mode for this one?
2.
2.
No. No.
6.
No, it wouldn't be. No, it wouldn't be 6.
Oh, it will be
0.
60.
Who said 60?
Nicaria.
Nakaria, why you say 60?
Because it says score and it says the number of students, and 6 is the most popular.
Very good. So if you look at it, 6 students got which score? 6 students got which score?
60.
60%. How many students got 80%?
Two.
Two students got 80%. Two students got Two students got 80%. And how many students got 100%?
Two students.
Two students got 100%. Okay. So 6 students got 60%. 2 students got 80%. And 2 students got 100%. Okay. And so what we have to do is we know that, and if we were to like visualize it, right, you could see that this is 60. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you have what? 80, right? Then 80, right? Then 100. Then what? Then 100, right? Okay, so that means is the number of score that occurs the most is what? Is what?
60%.
60%. 60%. All right. Do you all understand this or no? Let me know if y'all understand this, please.
Yes, we understand.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Good. Very good. Mark, do you understand how I got this? Mark, do you understand how I got 60? Where's Mark?
Yes, sir.
How did I get 60?
It
Say it again.
occurs the most.
Say it again.
It occurs the most.
It occurs the most. Very good. So it's the number that occurs the most.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Very good. And Malaya? Where's Malaya? Malaya, can you hear me? Where's Malaya? Malaya Delavo, can you hear me? Can I find
Yeah,
Malaya?
I hear you.
Okay, what do you understand? I got 60 for this?
Yes, sir.
How did I get 60?
Because there were 6 numbers of student, and that's the mode, and it's a lot of 60s.
It's the one that appears the most, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. Good. Do we have this written down before I move on to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Good. All right, so this one should be that. This one is the one that appears the most. So this is what I have here. It's going to be the most popular value in the data set. Let me erase all this. All right, so the mode is the most popular value in the data set. It appears the most. So the next thing that we have is, I want to know, like, how many students are inside this class? So I want to know, right? Number of students in the class.
10.
So we want to figure out the number of students in the class. So let's go, let me just write that down. Okay, it's B, all right. So calculate the number of students in the class. How are we gonna figure out the number of students inside this class? We're gonna do here the amount of students.
Add up all.
Add up all what?
Add up the numbers of students.
Add up the number of students. And how many students we have all together?
We have 10.
We have
10.
what? We have 10. Very good. So Nevaeh, where's Nevaeh? Where's Nevaeh? Nevaeh, can you hear me? Where's Nevaeh? And Patrick, where's Patrick? Patrick, can you hear me? Where's Patrick?
Yes, I'm right there.
How do we get the number of students?
Okay, so you got the number of students by adding all the like numbers of them together.
Very good.
Okay, so like 6 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, plus 8 plus 2, and then it's 10.
Very good. All right, so when we add them, we add 6 plus 2 plus 2. It's gonna give us 10
Excuse me, Mr.
students.
Petit.
Go ahead.
What subjects do we have at 8 o'clock tonight?
We have social studies and RK. All right. Charlitha, you understand how we got 10 students for this one?
Yes, sir, I do.
Good. And Elkanik, Lloyd, you understand how I got 10 students for this?
Yes, sir.
Good. So 6 plus 2 plus 2, that gives us 10 students. Now the next question that they want us to figure out is, I want, okay, I know I have 10 students, right? But I want the mean, I want the mean mark. Okay, so I want the mean mark. Now, what is the mean?
The average.
The mean is the average, very good. How am I gonna figure out the average of this?
Add up, divide.
Add up and divide. What am I gonna add up? What am I gonna divide?
I like when you add up all divide. I don't remember.
Okay, class, how are we gonna figure out the mean?
The mean of what, Mr. Petty? The number of students? Or
The mean score, the mean score.
Okay, so we're gonna add up all the scores, which would
Then divide
and then divide it by
yourself.
the amount of scores that's there.
Say it again.
We're gonna add all the scores together and then divide it by the amount of scores. That would be you add all of those together and then divide it by 3.
Okay, divided by 3. Interesting. You sure you want to divide it by 3?
Let me check again.
You sure you want to divide it by 3?
I go check.
Think about it. How
Yes.
many?
2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, sir.
Divided by 3? Class, how do you find the mean score? Y'all never did mean and mode?
Yes, sir.
Grammar
Don't
school.
remember.
Shanair, how are we gonna get the mean score?
I think this was added and then divided.
Good, but what are we gonna add?
The 60, the 80, and the 10, and the 100.
And then divided by what?
3. No, I lied, by 10.
So we're gonna add 60, 80, and 100 and divide it by 10?
Yes, sir.
Really?
By 3.
No, you divide it by 3.
Y'all, this is.
You divide by the number of numbers that are there.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna add 60, 80, and 100 and divide it by 3 is what you're telling me?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And what's your answer is?
I ain't do it yet.
You didn't do it yet? Y'all ain't doing this? Who agree with their method or who have a different method?
I agree.
You agree? Okay.
The answer is
The answer is what?
80.
80? 80? You said 80?
80.
80. Okay.
I think that's correct.
Think it's correct. Yeah, that's not how you find the mean. So the problem with the
I got 72.
the problem with y'all are doing is this. How many students got 60?
6.
6. So how many times we have to put the 60?
6
so it's
times.
60 plus what? Plus 60 plus what? Plus 60 plus what?
Mr. Petit,
Yeah. Plus
we just
60.
multiply that by 60 and then.
Yeah, you could just do that, right? So 60, 1, 2, 3, 4. How many times? 5
6 times.
plus what? 6, right? And how many times do we have 80? It's gonna be what?
Twice.
80 plus what? Plus 80 And how many times do we have 100?
Twice.
100 plus what?
100.
Plus 100. Okay, and when we add all that up, what y'all get?
720.
720. Okay, so the total, and he told us in the question, the total of the scores is 720. And how do we get all that? We have to add. So we have to add 6t 6 times. We have to add 80 twice. We have to add 100 twice. Class, do y'all understand what I'm doing? Or no, y'all are very quiet. Do y'all understand
Yes, sir.
what I'm doing?
To proceed, I got the answer.
Who said not really? Someone said not really.
Me.
Mark? So Mark, in
Yes,
order for
sir.
you to find the mean, you have to add up all the numbers and divide it by the total numbers that you have. So so we have 66 times. And how many times do we have 80, Mark, based on the chart?
2 times.
And how many times do we have 100?
2 times.
So 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 80, 80, 100, 100, that give us 720. You understand
sir.
that? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
But now, how do we find the mean though? Is the mean 720?
You have
What
to
is the mean?
divide it.
I have to divide it by what?
The total and up by 10.
Exactly. What is the total number of students?
10.
10. So it's going to be what? 720
20 divided by 10.
divided by 10. Class, you understand why we are using 720 and 10? I mean, if you all understand that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Petit,
Uh-huh. Yes.
You say add all the numbers and divide by what?
By 10, because there are 10 students.
No, I mean like if it's not students, like if we was just trying to explain the definition of mean,
Oh,
how would
add
you
up,
say it? Because I trying to write it down.
add up all the data values, right? And then divide it by the total number of data points. Okay.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
So when we divide 720 by 10, we can what? Cancel this 0 with that 0. So we're left with 72 over what? Over what? Over 1. And so the mean mark for the class is going to be how much? 72%. How many persons got 72%? Let me know if y'all got that 72%.
I got it now.
I did. I got it.
You got it? How many persons understand how I got it? Let me know if you understand how I got
I
it.
do.
And if you understand.
I do.
Is there anyone who do not understand this? You do not understand this. Precious, do you understand how I got this? Precious, do you understand this? That's Precious. Natasha, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
And Maya Leah, do you understand this? Maya Leah,
Yes, sir.
do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Good. And Christian Wilson, do you understand this? Christian Wilson,
A little bit,
a little bit. What part don't you understand?
like mostly.
Mhm.
Never mind. I understand it after looking at it.
Okay, so have you ever done mean before? Mean, median, and mode?
Yes, sir.
So the mean means that you have to add up all the numbers and divide it by the total amount of numbers that you have. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Good. All right. Let's do one more question. Let's see if we can squeeze one more question in. By the way, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Let's do one more. See if we could fit it. Yeah, I think we could fit one more question in this. Let's do one more question. It's going to be a geometry question. So let's do one more question. So Let me clear all drawings, clear all drawings. Clear all drawings, boom. Okay, cool. All right, good. Go ahead. Chloe, can you hear me? Where's Chloe?
Hello?
Chloe,
Yes, sir.
can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Read the question for me, please.
Calculate the size of the angle marked by the letters.
Mm-hmm. Good. So
Okay.
we have A and B. Okay. And our goal is to figure out like what is A and what is B. Okay. So draw this image and then we have to figure what A is and what B is. Okay. What A is and what B is. Anyone have any idea? What is A? What is B?
Subtract 97 from
Sir.
180.
A is
Yes,
97.
sir. Isn't
A
B?
is 97. Mr. B, we do this already.
A is 90. We did this?
Yes, sir. Last
Okay.
year.
What is the... Okay, how are we gonna get A?
Subtract
A
97 from
Correct.
180.
97 because co-interior angles adds up. No. Hold on. I
Define
can't.
B, you have to
It's
get
97 again.
Give me Mr. Petit.
Yes, go ahead.
Which subject is next?
Social studies and religious.
What
Okay,
was
thank
the
you.
question?
What is A and what is B?
A is 97. What the
Because alternate angles are equal.
Because alternate angles are equal?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Okay.
Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
If you like define B, you have to find the angle that's not even labeled.
Okay, interesting. Anyone else? How are we gonna get... Y'all still
Like-
can't tell me how we gonna get A and B. I'm still trying to figure out how we gonna get A and B.
Wait, I lied. Define A, man. But I sure if we're looking at the Z, B is 97.
B is 97. Okay, so B is 97. Okay, interesting. All right, this is what we're gonna do. Inside the chat, put what you think A is. Inside the chat, put what you think A is. Inside the chat, put what you think A is.
Okay, Miss. Okay.
All right. All right, let's see. 97, 90. A is a letter. Say A is a letter. I know A is a letter, but what is A? What's the measurement of A? All right, so what did y'all put for this one? For A?
97.
97. Why did y'all put
I put
97?
83.
Put 83. All right, so I don't know if y'all remember, but if for some of you who were here, others of you were not here, maybe you learned in size class in school, but what shape does this form?
The U or
U.
Adjacent angle.
Oh, F.
An F,
I
an
think
F,
so.
an F, an F. What do we know about Fs? These are what?
that they are
Corresponding angles.
Thank you. Corresponding angles. Okay. So they are corresponding angles. Now, when it comes to corresponding angles, okay, they are what? Corresponding
Like
angles
this.
are what? Corresponding angles are what?
The same.
They are the same. Very good. Corresponding angles.
Man, Mr. Petit, you made me doubt myself so
Okay,
much. I searching.
Corresponding
B is
angles.
83 then. B is 83.
Corresponding angles are what?
Equals.
Are equal.
Same.
Are equal. And what letter do they form? What letter?
F.
F and U.
F.
F.
And a
F.
U.
F. No U. F.
Just an F? Okay.
Yes. Equal. So that means that A is going to be equal to 97. Okay. So if A is 97, put inside the chat what you think B is going to be. Okay, if A is 97, what is B going to be equal to? If A is 97, what is B?
17 take away 8.
What is B? Put inside the chat what you think B is going to be. Nakario.
It have to be.
All right.
I don't even know how you do.
All right. So what we up for B? What y'all got for B? What y'all got for B? Say it again. Say it again.
83.
83. Why y'all say 83?
3.
Because angles.
Josh,
180 subtracted by 97.
97.
Very good. So 180 minus what? 180.
97.
Very good. 180 minus what? Minus 97.
97.
Very good. And 180 minus 7 minus 97 is going to be what?
$83.
So when we subtract it, we have 180 minus 97. And I got 83 as well. Now, what's the reason?
Yes, 83 is correct.
What's the reason?
Angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees.
Someone said it. Say it again.
If angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees.
Because angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees.
Mr. Petit, may I be excused?
Yes, you can. So
Good night.
this is B. B is 83 because angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees.
Mr. Petit.
Yes.
Can you go back to 80?
Ain't all of them considered straight lines?
Okay, that's a good point. Look, they have to be straight. They have to be angles on a straight point, or angles on a straight line at a common point. Okay, and so that means that these two add up to 180 degrees. These two in particular. So if this is 97, right? Then this one must be what?
83.
83, because they must add up to 180 degrees. All right. Okay, I think that's enough. Anyone else have any questions? Let me know, please. Okay, so take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Any questions on this, or y'all understand this?
Mr. Petit,
Yes, go ahead.
you can go back to the slide before this, please.
You mean this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right, excellent. Let's go ahead and begin. So I'm going to move on to social studies. I'm going to move on to social studies. And so,
Good night.
good night. If you're not doing social studies or religious studies, you can leave. But for the rest of us who are doing social studies and religious studies, we have to stay back. Again, social studies and religious
Good night.
studies, we stay back.
Good night.
Good night, good night, good night. Good night. Social studies and religious studies, if you're doing social studies or religious studies, please ensure that you stay back. Again, social studies and religious studies people, we have to stay back. Okay. Okay. So last thing we did in social studies was what? You can remember? My name is Mr. Petit. Let's head up. Today is, the subject is of course, today is Thursday. Thursday, the 6th of March, 2025. Subject is of course, social studies. All right, good. Again, the last thing we did in social studies was what? What is the last thing that we did? Anyone can remember? He's talking about what? Anyone can remember? For social studies topic. Hello?
American War of Independence.
American War of Independence, very good. We talk about the reasons for the war, and we said that America just wanted to be free, and they was
We was
tired
doing this
of,
in class today.
really? Excellent.
Yes,
And
sir. We learned about the red coat and all that.
good. And they was just tired of the British just basically bullying them around. But there were persons who stayed true to Britain. What were those persons called? Who stayed true to
The
Britain?
loyalists.
The loyalists, very good. But persons who stayed true to America, they were called what?
The Patriots.
The Patriots. The Patriots, very good. This has to be part 3. All right. So we talk about the reasons for the war, and we start talking about the Stamp Tax Act. All right. And that stamp tax was there to do what? What would it tax? It would tax what?
Playing cards.
It would tax, okay, playing cards. What else?
Diploma, newspaper,
Newspaper.
and legal documents.
And legal documents, very good. And so basically, Britain was trying to strong arm the United States, but they was not letting that happen. There was a group of protesters from different, groups that they formed together. What are some of the groups that they formed together to protest against it?
The Daughters of Liberty.
The Daughters of Liberty, and what else? And who else?
Sons of Liberty.
And the Sons of Liberty. Very good. Did the British cancel the Stamp Act? Did they cancel it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They did cancel it. All right. So what do we mean by boycott? What do we mean by boycott?
Or like when you stop supporting something.
Yeah, stop supporting something. Very good. And who boycotted who? Who boycotted?
The British boycotted the what you call them?
America boycotted British
protesters. The people, yeah.
I don't understand. Say it again.
The British, they boycotted the.
They boycotted the
Who's they? Who's they? Who's they?
British.
No.
The Patriots?
The Patriots, the American Patriots boycotted who?
Yeah, the British.
They boycotted the British goods, right?
Yes.
They refused to buy it. All right.
Yes.
All right. So 1,000 British soldiers, known as what his name is? What's the young man's name? Antoine. He talked about it. The Red Coats, right? Why were they known as the Red Coats?
The British soldiers.
Why were they known as the Red Coats?
I forget. We was talking about it, but I forget.
Okay, so 1,000 British soldiers. Okay, 1,000 British soldiers known as red coats because they wore red coats. Because
That's kind of simple.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's why when I was talking, I was saying that was dumb name. I was saying it.
Of course you said that. Because of the bright scarlet red jackets, right? That they wore. Anyone ever wore a red suit? Like a
I have, and I rock
I
it.
have.
really? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. A red suit is really look nice. Like you can't use it everywhere, but whenever you use it, it's really nice.
Yeah, sometimes can't just wear it
No,
anywhere.
you can't just wear it casually. You have to
My
wait for that special
favorite color
occasion.
is red.
All right. So arrived in America under the leadership. How many soldiers were part of this red coats? How many soldiers?
1,000.
1,000. Very good. 1,000 is a lot of people. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of coats. Arrived in America under the leadership of, do you remember their leader?
Mr. Petit,
Yes.
imagine how much money it would cost to get 1,000 red
You know, right?
coats.
Red coats made, right? Who's their leader? Do you remember Antoine from school? Start with G.
I have it in my notes. I go check my book.
George Washington?
No, General T. Oh boy. Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas.
Thomas who?
Thomas Jefferson.
No. Oh my goodness. Thomas Gage. Okay.
Boy, I remember that was with you.
Yeah, Thomas Gage.
I was gonna say Thomas the engine.
No.
I'm gonna be
Thomas.
completely honest. I forgot he existed.
Yeah, Thomas Gage. Don't do Thomas Gage like that, man. He ain't do y'all nothing. He just a general trying to lead the Red Scarlets. I say Red Scarlets. Wow, the Red Goats. Sorry, Thomas. You're already messing you up.
White
you know.
scarlets are better.
Isn't red and scarlet's the same color?
Yeah, they are. Okay. A gang of youths and dock workers started what? Throwing
Snowballs at the
Mhm.
customers.
Very good. Snowballs in front of the Boston Celtics. No. Boston Custom House. Because we know the Boston Celtics ain't going nowhere this season. A gang of youths and dock workers started throwing snowballs in front of the Boston Custom House. But then the soldiers showed up. All right. A squad of soldiers showed up as the crowd grew, the soldiers became nervous. And what did they do? What they started to do? And started to do what? And started, what did they do? Shooting. Very good. Started firing. All right. Anyone ever fired a shotgun in real life?
No.
Yes.
A
Yeah.
toy?
Yes, sir.
By
No,
accident.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
like
a Nerf gun.
a Nerf one. Okay. And like an open range, you have like a big open range and you just fire it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I did a paintball gun.
Paintball. Okay.
Oh, I shot it at a human.
Okay.
I know, right? But she made a Nerf gun. She was mean like a real. Yeah, Nerf.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah.
I used to live near a gun club, so
Yeah. Now
What's it?
when the smoke cleared, the smoke cleared, persons died, right? So persons actually died because of that attack. And who killed them?
The Red Scarlet.
The red coats.
Red coats. See now, y'all say
Yeah.
red scarlets, red coats, red coats, red coats. All right. So Crispus Attucks and four other men lay dead or seriously wounded. What did this shooting become known as? The shooting became known as the famous.
The Boston Massacre.
Very good, Antoine. You sound smart tonight. The Boston Massacre. The Boston Massacre. What does massacre
So
mean?
just one shotgun?
No, not just one. A bunch of them was shooting. Remember, as the crowd grew, I put the soldier. The soldiers, sorry. The soldiers became nervous. So the Boston Massacre. That's what it is. So the Boston Massacre is basically when you had some British soldiers who killed some Americans. Okay. And obviously they didn't like that. All right. Okay. Now, let me show you all a picture of it. They have different pictures. It's a nice one. So tensions rose high, and then you had 5 patriots who died in that whole ordeal. Obviously, they did not like that, right? So this is a nice picture of it. We have.
So sorry, Mr. Louis, if only five died, and some were seriously injured, would that be a massacre, or would that just be like if only 5 died? Is it still considered a massacre?
Well, that's what they call it. That's a good question. I don't know why they call it a whole massacre.
They call it
Mr.
massacre
PT, I ain't gonna lie,
because
from looking at this picture,
yeah,
I feel like they wasn't wrong for shooting them.
Yeah.
no, I mean for it to be a massacre because it was like it was legal, so that's why. It'd be considered mass murder if it was illegal, which they did it to legal purpose.
For
I
real,
guess.
this a war zone.
I don't think that's the reason. I think
I
No,
don't
they
think
just
shooting at
get too close
civilians at
to the
all.
weapons.
It's not. It wasn't legal. I mean,
I'm pretty glad no black people there.
well,
What? We were slaves.
Can y'all determine the red coats?
I think there was a black man there.
The British were the red coats.
Yeah, the British are the red coats. They look pretty good. I mean, I know they ain't
They
supposed to
do.
be
They
shooting.
understand.
I know they're
But they,
villains, but they
I know
kind of
they're
different.
villains, bro. They are very.
Not
I
they
know,
They
right?
get that vibe
I know, right?
on.
At least they was dressed for the occasion.
Dressed for the occasion is for sure. Wow.
Especially the ones with the blue coats.
They fun style of
Yeah.
school
They look
boys.
like Santa Claus.
Not your tight pants that y'all be wearing every day. Their pants looser than that. Let's see. Incident. Okay, they say after killing 5 colonists. Yeah, only killed. Why was it called a massacre though? Let me see. Why was it called? Yeah, why a massacre?
Massacre is another word for mass murder at a legal point.
Hold on, Miss Petit, I have a question.
Yes. Oh. Oh, okay. He only killed 5 people, but it was okay. I see. It
So a
was
bunch of people were injured.
okay, yeah. And the problem is that the reason why they call it a massacre was to heighten, like when people over exaggerating something.
Oh, so like
Yeah.
basically they were trying to make it seem worse than it
Yeah,
was.
worse than it really was. Yeah. Okay. The British Parliament. So the British Parliament The British.
Excuse me.
Go ahead.
So today we was doing classwork after we finished learning about this, right?
Uh-huh.
And one of the questions was, where did the war take place? Like the war against America and British. Where it was?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Say
I
again.
asked you,
Oh.
it was.
You mean where did the war take place?
Yes, sir.
In America. In America.
I get that wrong.
Would you put in British? Why would they?
No, this petite, I put it in the Middle East.
Mercy.
How did we get to the Middle East?
I don't know how to say that. I don't even think you're supposed to be inside my class. Like,
no way.
I don't think. It's wrong class. The British Parliament then passed the Tea Act. The Tea Act. Okay. Of 1773. Which caused old problems to resurface.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead. Between
I actually have a video on YouTube that has all of this documented.
That's nice. Oh, can you put it inside a chat? That's nice.
Okay, I'll search it up.
Okay, between themselves and the colony. This act, like Britain wouldn't stop with their act, bro. Like first it was the Stamp Act, now it's the, then they
Why are
bring
they passing so many acts?
And then
Made
the
no
T
sense.
Act,
the Tea Act. They just trying to.
The T sounds dumb at first. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, the thing is that they was trying to strong arm the United States. They're like, yeah, we're gonna bring 1,000 soldiers. We're gonna give you a stamp tax act, and we're gonna do the T Act, and like, so they was really trying to strong arm them, but it didn't work. So this act aimed to help the British East India Company by giving it total control over the American tea trade. In protest, the colonists in Boston, what did they do in protest to show that they didn't agree with that? I don't know if y'all know, but what did they do? Thank you, Aiden Gray. They what? They what?
They threw the tea off the dock, I think.
Exactly.
A bunch of tea crates off the dock. And they celebrated in some way or another.
Very good. Very good. So they threw it away. They're like, you know what? You all want this?
No, my tea.
We can throw it away. We can throw it away.
Oh no, my tea.
Yeah. And so that's what ended up happening. So they did that to
That's that story.
In revolt. Okay.
Saddest stories in history.
So
Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
You know, a cartoon made a joke about this.
You mean the Boston Tea Party? You mean the
Yes, I did. I know. I think I know what you mean.
in protest, the colonists in Boston, what they did? Dump chests of tea into the Boston Harbor.
First of all, Indians are not red-skinned.
And stored, that's not relevant at this point, and stored tea in damp cellars. Why would they store the tea in the damp cellar? Why would they do that?
Like that's the same thing what they used to do with the wine. They trying to age it or something.
So it can ferment?
To ferment it.
So it could rot. And so it wouldn't be good anymore. right?
All the Americans do that.
Yes, that's what the American did. The
I thought you were
Americans,
talking about British.
the Americans dumped the chest of tea into the harbor, and some of them they stored in a damp cellar, so it wouldn't be good anymore. So in damp cellars, so it would rot. What does this became known as? This became known as the what? The Boston Tea what?
Party.
Boston Tea Party. I never heard about the Boston Tea Party.
Would the
No.
Americans
I
sell it?
have to learn this.
Would the Americans sell the rotten tea back to the British
Say it
without
again.
them? Would the Americans sell the rotten tea back to the British without them knowing?
No, it's not like that. It's just that they can't use it. So if they can't use it, then it doesn't make any sense trading it anymore. You know, it's kind of like if someone
Sending a message.
Yeah, that's just basically trying to send a message, right? So let's say, for example, you know, the government say, hey, I want to confiscate your iPhone. You say, yeah, okay, you can have my iPhone, but before you give them your iPhone, you smash it against the ground, you break the screen, you basically damage it. You still give it to them, but it's like, you know, they can't really use it because you already damaged it. It's kind of like that. It's like you still have to give them the phone, but you like, I ain't give you this. This one ain't gonna be working. Well, when I give this to you, it'll be broken. So it's kind of like what the Americans are trying to do. They're trying to say, listen, I know y'all want the tea, but the tea could be rotten. So ha ha ha.
Listen to tea.
Uh-huh.
I will shut like we say Boston Tea Party.
And then they had a party to celebrate. To be like, yeah, we did it. So it was really in revolt. They genuinely didn't. Okay. So it's the Boston Tea Party. So they dumped it over. All right. So we have there, and where we should be in this one. So this is a picture of them. Literally throwing it overboard. All right.
You want to know what they look like?
No, I don't. In response,
They look like the Smurfs.
Oh, you mean this picture?
Yeah.
Okay. In response to this, the British, you know, they always gonna come with some act. The British Parliament passed the Intolerable Act, acts to punish the colonists of Boston, Massachusetts. Okay, good. Okay, good. Now, after this, the main part where I think it is. Okay. Okay, so now after this, the two troops are gonna meet for war. But they banned trade. So the first continental Congress organized a ban on trade with Britain.
Mr. Petit, after rot, after, okay, so it says damn cellars, so it would rot. Then the following sentence.
Trying to figure where you is. Oh, this became known as the Boston Tea Party. Now, the first Continental Congress organized a band with Britain. So they're like, we're not trading with them anymore, right? And they organized their troops to fight. So they're like, okay, we going to war, bro. The first Continental Congress organized a ban on trade with Britain, and colonial militias prepared to fight. Now, a militus is basically just an army. A militia is an army.
Like a mercenary corps?
No, it's like an army of ordinary soldiers, like ordinary people. So not like,
oh, just people with
yeah,
weapons, and that's better.
Yeah, not professional, you know, but people who just tired of the British doing foolishness. So a militia is an army of ordinary citizens rather than professional soldiers. Now, British troops, so when British troops marched on Lexington and Concord, they clashed with the American patriots. This is in America. The fighting at Lexington and Concord marked the beginning of the war. And this war had ramifications for the Bahamas. So the next time we come, we're going to be talking about what happened to the Bahamas during the war and how we got affected during the war, right? How we got affected during the war.
I did put the shortened link version if you want to send it to the whole class, Mr. Petit.
Say it again.
I did send a clip version of the video if you want to send it to the class.
Oh, let me see it. Let me see it.
Soldiers outnumbered, panicked. One thing leads to another, and you can see where this is going.
Oh, this is a good one. Let's watch this.
Yay, movie time.
It's not movie time. It's just...
Ah, shoot. I thought
Can I
I
get a
was allowed to laugh.
screenshot of that, Mr. Petit, please?
Yes, you can. Let me we coming back to it anyway, but let me give you the screenshot of it. Got it? You got it? Let me have this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, so it's gonna be good. Let me share my sound and let me know if y'all can hear it. Okay, cool.
Soldiers outnumbered, panicked. One thing leads to another, and you can see where this is going.
5
Oh, I used to
civilians
watch
killed.
this
The
channel.
Patriot press throughout the colonies declared the Boston Massacre an unwarranted crime committed against the people of Boston by the cruel British, and the anger continued to grow. A British revenue schooner that ran aground in Rhode Island was burned by the locals. When it came to light that the governor of Massachusetts supported the suppression of the colonists, his house was burned by the locals. And next, the colonists would set their sights on the remaining tax on tea. On December 16, 1773, a band of patriots known as the Sons of Liberty disguised themselves as Native Americans, marched down to Boston Harbor, boarded a British merchant ship loaded with tea, and in front of thousands of spectators, threw nearly 10,000 pounds worth of tea overboard. The British were disgusted, and they punished Massachusetts with a vengeance. They dissolved its General Assembly, revoked their charter, and sent 3,000 more troops to occupy the city, meaning Boston and Massachusetts were now essentially under the direct rule of Great Britain. And oh boy, were the people pissed. The other colonies saw what was happening and were soldiers outnumbered, panicked. One thing leads to another, and
Okay, this is a good thing to watch the full thing. But this right here is just describing the this right here is what scene is this? This is this exact thing. Anyone can remember
Where
this?
they shot the people.
What's the name of it?
The Boston Massacre.
The Boston Massacre.
If you're on
The Boston
the
Massacre. It's a good thing. Just go to oversimplified. It's a very good thing. We only did a clip. I think I'm clipped it for us, but pretty good. You can watch the full thing. All right. All right, go ahead and take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Then we're gonna move on to religious studies. Okay. Again, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Have you done that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Good night. Good night. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp so that we can move forward from that. All right. All right, so the last time we were on in religious studies, we were doing what? We were doing basically we were doing you all can remember from last week for RK.
The resurrection of him?
No, definitely not. No, last week. I even played a song for y'all. Wow, y'all can't remember.
The wise man.
The wise man and the what?
Foolish man.
So the wise and foolish builder. Religious studies. The wise and foolish builder. Okay, so the topics for the day is going to be Peter's declaration. Have anyone of you done this before? Peter's declaration?
I don't think so.
No, sir.
No, Peter's declaration?
Not sure.
I'm pretty sure y'all did this. The scripture reference. Scripture reference is taken from Matthew chapter 16, verse 13 to 20. Where's Sashnik? Sashnik, are you there? Where's Sashnik? I don't know if she's there. Let me
She's busy right now.
okay. Ask if she did her coursework for social studies. Okay, so Peter's declaration. So Jesus asks his disciples some questions.
No, sir.
No? Not good.
Yes, sir, I did this.
You did this, right? Good.
Same.
So what is a declaration? A declaration is what? A bold what?
Statement.
A bold or official
Promise.
statement, right?
Yeah.
About something. That's what we mean by a declaration, a bold or official statement about something. All right. Um, now on the way to Caesarea Philippi.
May I use the restroom, please?
Yes, we can. On the way to Caesarea Philippi, Jesus asks his disciples, who the people thought that he was. The disciples, I think the disciples answered when Jesus said, "Who do men say that I am?" Or who do the people say that I am? How did the disciples respond? What did they say?
That he's the Messiah.
Nope. No.
Some said that he was Elijah.
Some say that he is Elijah. Very good. Disciples told Jesus that the people thought that what?
He was Elijah the prophet.
That he was
Elijah the prophet.
Elijah. What else? Some people thought that he was either John the Baptist, come back to life, right? Who else? Elijah, Jeremiah, or one of the other what? Prophets. Okay. So when Jesus asked the disciples, "Who do men say that I am?" How did the disciples respond when Jesus asked disciples, "Who do people think I am?" How did Jesus respond? So how did the disciples respond? What did they say?
They think you are either John the Baptist, Elijah, or Jeremiah, one of the other prophets.
Very good. So the disciples told Jesus that the people thought that he is John the Baptist, Elijah, Jeremiah, or one of the other prophets. Okay, that's how they responded. Okay. This showed, right? This showed that the people still did not what? Still did not what? Believe that what? That Jesus
Was the
was the
Messiah.
Messiah. Very good. Was the Messiah. Okay. Jesus then asked his disciples.
Who do you think I am?
Very good. Following. Who do you think I am? Now, when Jesus asked that, what did the disciples say?
Peter was the disciple who answered that he was the Messiah.
Okay. Everyone was what? Everyone of the disciples was what? Speechless. No one said a what? A word. Except for who? Except for
Peter.
Peter.
I think it is.
Peter. Very good. Except for Peter. Peter said, "You are the what? The Messiah, the son of what? The son of the
Living
living
God.
God. Living God." Very good. What did Jesus say? Jesus said that what?
Good for you, Simon, son of John. Simeon, son of John. Simeon.
No, he said something. What did he tell him?
I'll make you the rock foundation of my church.
Mr. Petit, you left R behind you. And you and it said just said you.
Okay, thank you. Are the Messiah, the Son of the living God. Jesus said what? How did Jesus respond? Jesus said that flesh and blood did not what? Reveal this
That's
to you,
true.
right? Right? So he wanted to let Peter know, Peter and the disciples know that the Holy Spirit, right? The Holy Spirit, right? Reveal that to him. Okay? But that his father revealed this to Peter. Jesus ordered, what did Jesus tell the disciples to do? Jesus ordered his apostles, his disciples, to what?
Disband.
To not disciples, not to reveal his true identity, but to keep this a what? A secret, right?
Yes, sir.
The disciples did not truly understand what the Messiah was all about. They truly didn't. Okay. All right. Where was Jesus and his disciples when he asked them these questions?
They were in Caesarea Philippi.
They was where?
Caesarea Philippi.
In Caesarea Philippi. Very good.
On their way.
Okay. Actually,
They're on their way to Caesarea Philippi.
okay. They were into when they came into the coast of Caesarea Philippi, he asked them that. Okay. Who did people think Jesus was?
They thought he was John the Baptist, Elijah, Jeremiah, or
Baptist, Elijah, and Jeremiah.
Very good. Now Jesus asks the disciples, who do they think that he is? And everyone was what?
Speechless.
Everyone was
Dumbfounded.
speechless. Who was the only one who answered?
Peter.
Peter, very good. And you know, Peter was never the one. Is what you said, Alora?
That I think that was his declaration right there.
Say it again.
I think that right there was his declaration, right?
Very good. That's his declaration. Very good. So Peter said that flesh and blood did not refuse. But then after Peter said, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living
God.
Son of the living God." Very good. But then Jesus told them not to reveal this to anyone, but to keep it a what?
Secret.
Keep it a secret. Very good. Who did Jesus say that to Peter that revealed it to him?
Not oh my gosh, what
Who did Jesus say that revealed it to Peter?
his father.
His father. His father. Very good. His father. All right. Now, then Jesus was telling them about how he's going to suffer. And then Peter was like, "Hey, no, don't go to Jerusalem." And then how did Jesus respond to that? Jesus is like, what? When Peter said, "Oh, don't go to Jerusalem, don't go to Jerusalem," what did Jesus say? I don't know if you all know that part. He was like, "Get thee behind me," what? Get thee,
I thought I was about to say something about the cup of
Get
suffering.
thee from Satan.
get thee behind me, Satan. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right. Once you finish with this, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, once you finish with this, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Um,
That's the only thing in my class we do in Matthew.
Say it again.
In my class, this is the only thing in Matthew that we did.
That y'all. Okay. 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 That's good.
We only on Luke.
Okay. All right. Once you finish with this, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp, and then you can leave. I'll see you all on next week.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night, Mr.
Good
Petit.
night. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night.
Good night.
If we finish with this, we could leave.
Yes. Once you finish with this, you can go and send it to me. Yes, we can.
Good night. God bless you.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
I sent in my work.
All right. You can go.
See you next week by God's grace.
Very good. No problem. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.